So I'm in a video making mood tonight, and I want to talk about something that's been pissing me off because people in America, the land of the free, don't fucking understand what freedom is. And it aggravates me. So here, I'm gonna fucking tell it to you. Let's give you some examples so you understand what I'm talking about. Oh, we should ban texting and driving. Texting and driving is so fucking dangerous. Alright. Let's get to the fundamental basis of what you call a problem in this case. Distractions. Being on your phone is a fucking distraction. Just like playing with your radio, or trying to find a sheet of paper, or trying to find a pen, or counting your money, or looking at the bitch with big tits, or looking at the hot guy, or looking at the building, or reading signs, or anything else you do in the fucking car, besides just staring at the fucking road. That's considered a distraction. Excuse me. I don't understand how you people think that texting and driving is any more dangerous than all the shit that you do while you drive. Now, I've been driving for about 6 years, which means for the last 6 years, me being in the generation I am, growing up with technology, I have developed my skill of being distracted and multitasking and driving, except for my distraction deals with the goddamn cell phone, okay? Yes, I can text and drive, I can talk on the phone and drive, I can research and drive, I can use my GPS and drive, I can do all that shit and drive. And I can also eat and drive, and I can drink and drive just like the majority of you can. But yet when someone else does it, it's fucking wrong. Let's talk about developing skills over a long period of time. At your job, if you've been there for a couple of years, how do you feel like you perform at your position? You've developed the skill of wherever the fuck you are. Why? Because you've done it time and time and time again. Just like I have, and just like other people in my generation have done. So you need to get over it. As a matter of fact, it's probably more dangerous to drive like an old fucking folk these days than it is just to go with the goddamn flow. And I know it's fucking illegal. Going over the speed limit is illegal, and most times the flow of traffic is illegal. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. Okay? Yeah, I've been punished for it. I've been punished more so than probably anybody that's watching this video has been. But realistically, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not. I'm being punished for simply driving. Now, how does that make sense? I don't understand why you should be punished for not having your blinker on, or turning too quickly, or turning too slowly, whatever. If you don't harm anybody, if you don't hurt anybody, then what's the fucking problem? What's the problem? Now on to another one. Botox. This mother was supposedly debating on giving her child Botox, and everybody at work was like, that's not fucking right. You shouldn't give your child Botox. And I think this child was like 8 years old. And it turned out to be a hoax. But whatever. We're going to flow with it anyways. Why not? Why can't the child have Botox? If the child says, I want Botox, who are you to say that that child cannot have Botox? Who are you to affect their own desired quality of life? What does that make you? And you live in America where we have freedom of choice and rights and civil liberties? Yet you're dictating the choices of others that have no effect on you? What sense does that make? Not only that, you're talking about how it's so dangerous, how Botox is so dangerous, and how texting and driving is so dangerous. Let me tell you something about things being dangerous. Okay? Knives are dangerous. Keys are dangerous. Cell phone is dangerous. A lanyard's dangerous. Clothes hanger's dangerous. A shirt's dangerous. My fists aren't really dangerous, but fists are dangerous. Elbows are dangerous. You can use anything as a weapon. You can use just about any fucking thing as a weapon. So are we to ban all these products because they can be used as what would we be left with? Fucking sitting Indian style singing Kumbaya in a fucking yard of grass? Oh wait, some people are allergic to grass, so that makes grass dangerous too. Really, people? Where do you grab this logic from? I don't understand. And another thing about things being dangerous and deadly, let's talk about what's deadly in America. I believe the number one reason for death in America is heart failure or heart disease caused by physical inactivity, poor nutrition, and pretty much anything else relating to the way we eat. Because we're fat in America. And being fat, ironically, is the number one reason for being dead in America. A short-term life. Because our hearts can't fucking take it. Yet we don't ban fast food. And we tell everybody how they should be on a fucking diet, even though that's bad for them too. Because people are too lazy to simply just eat right and exercise. Including myself. Luckily, I'm have a fast enough metabolism to where I don't have to do that shit. Another thing that's deadly in America is tobacco, which is a legal drug. It is a fucking drug that's responsible for about 400,000 deaths every year. But nobody talks about that. Alcohol is about 80,000 deaths per year. But nobody talks about that either. They're concerned with crack cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, acid, and all this other shit, which combined has a total of 14,000 deaths. 14,000 versus the combined total of 480,000 is what I just told you. What's the bigger issue here? What's the bigger issue? And if you had fast food, that's 500,000. And I'm not saying that fast food caused all the heart disease, but come on. Everybody gets fat, everybody's unhealthy, and it's dangerous and all this other shit. But you let them be happy, but you won't let the drug abuser be happy. Instead, you stick them in jail. You stick people in jail for consuming a substance of their choice. Yet you don't stick people in jail for eating McDonald's or Wendy's or smoking a cigarette or drinking a beer. Now what sense does that make? What sense does that make? Absolutely none. You people really, really need to just figure out. Not even just figure out. You people need to realize what real freedoms are. Because even in the land of the free, which is far from it, you people still don't even understand the concept of freedom. You really don't. You think that you have the privilege to dictate others' preferences. And that's wrong. Everything should be a case-by-case basis. You know, you shouldn't be like, you kill somebody, you go to jail, 25 years to life, that's all. There's different ways of killing people. There's different motives. There's different reasons. There's different circumstances. You know, if somebody fucking puts a gun in my face and says like, yo, I'm gonna blow your ass, and then I fucking turn around and somehow magically whip a gun out and shoot that motherfucker in the head, I should go to jail for that? Does that make sense to you? Or if somebody who's 21 has sex with somebody who's 15 or 14, under that person's consent, the younger individual, regardless of if they're male or female, nobody gives a fuck, that person should go to jail? The older person should? It was consensual sex. It doesn't matter what the damn age is. And then we put teachers in jail for having sex with 18-year-olds. A, that's supposed to be legal, and they're bound under some fucking contract. Who cares? Who cares? The woman was happy. She was having sex with some hot teenage guys. The teenage guys are happy. You know, they were fucking sending pics all over the high school, and their dads were like, yeah, good job, buddy. I wish I could have smashed my 9th grade teacher or whatever the fuck. Are you people out of your minds these days? Are you literally this fucking stupid? I mean, I know I'm a dumbass, and I'll be the first to tell you I'm an absolute moron. But you people really need to turn on your fucking thinking caps and really just light up the fucking skies. You people, I don't even have anything to say, to be honest with you. Have a good night. I hope you learned something. If you think anything I told you was false, just open a new browser tab and research it your damn self. Have a good night.